Foremost, there are so many options. It is not a one-size-fit-all cookie cutter system. For a lot of folks that maybe were not as successful in a traditional K-12 environment, the adult ed and the higher ed arena doesn't look like that anymore. So please don't allow fear to keep you from seeking out some of your options. There are lots of places that will meet you where you are and will get you where you need to be, or at least help you to move up to the next level. Please don't be afraid. There are wonderful people who are here to look out for you, who are here to help you, and who are here to meet your goals. Fear should be the last thing that you contemplate when you're thinking about adult opportunities here in Ohio. There are so many options. Community colleges and OTCs have been pitted against each other. It does not need to be that way. We are good for so many different reasons and for so many different things. And that's the thing that disheartens me the most. There's a place for everyone out here. We all do different things beautifully. So when I talk about our relationship with the University of Akron, we've never had that competition factor. It's always been, how can we work together to make this better for students? And that really is the model moving forward. And that's my model as the superintendent moving forward. You know, how can I complement what you're doing? And then as a partner, how can you complement what I'm doing? I have yet to see a market for students that has completely dried up. It's not going to happen. And if one aspect has dried up, then we'll pivot as an OTC and we'll create another avenue. Keeping that mindset of competition is going to limit our students. We can't have that. We have a new automations and electronics program, and it's frankly been one of the most difficult programs for me to create because it is such a different language to me. We're talking PLCs, hydraulics, pneumatics, AC, DC circuits, but basically when you walk into any manufacturing plant, it's the person with the brains enough to know how to fix the machinery that gets your product, your merchandise from point A to point B. If point A to point B stops, that's all your profit stopping. So somebody's got to be smart enough to go fix that. And so all those little itty bitty components, it's so difficult to teach and to understand. But if you can start with the basics and teach a student how to troubleshoot, how to do those basics, then I can get a student out in the field, and then Stark State can take them a little bit further with an associate's degree. And then if they choose, the University of Akron or Kent State can take them a little bit further with a bachelor's degree. Because as they continue to grow in that field, there's going to be more and more and more and more. It just makes a lot of sense to work together to create the employee that's going to be needed in the future. It's a no-brainer. So I want my Amazon product on time.
That supply chain is very important for sure.
Exactly. And if that messes up, you know, I want to make sure I've got somebody out there to fix it right away. And that is what we're doing here. When you put it in terms like that people can really understand how that really does relate to your everyday life, it makes things much more accessible, and they go, oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. But that really is where a lot of the jobs are in manufacturing right now, is the person who takes care of the equipment that gets everything where it needs to be. I went into a manufacturer who's very close to us, about 5 miles south, and it's the cleanest, most well-lit facility I've ever seen. They keep the decibel level at a certain frequency. I had earplugs, I had all my PPE, but I mean, you could have eaten off the floor. It just doesn't look that way anymore. And I've been in an old school factory where it is a little dingy, but I would say that's 1 out of 100 places that I've been. 99% of them look modern, fresh, clean, bright, very safe. I mean, there's vending machines with PPE in all of them. So it's just a very different world.